But for me, I'd like to see the confirmation of the actual roll below the hourly trigger to take that trade. I think this is an up week ish or price, and then we can roll to the downside. I could be wrong too, but where we are right now is not too bad. 471, like even if we traded 475, just build the spread that can absorb that with time enough to roll down and tag that 462. That's your target, by the way. 462 is your target. We can go lower, but that's your target. That's your spread target. You take the money and run, and then you take on the next trade from there lower if we end up going lower. To trade that 420. Yeah, I'm not anti taking a put spread here. The time needs to be on it to get down there to do it. I feel like there's like a trick here. Not a trick, but like I feel like they run it up into the fucking close, and then there goes you get your fucking bloodbath tomorrow, man. No, you're not seeing 3,500. You have about a 1% chance of seeing 3,500. You have a 5% chance, 15% chance of seeing 3,800. Promise you. Like, I'm not saying there's not a chance, but there's always a fucking chance. But betting your money on 3,500, get fucked. And anybody out there pimping that shit, peddling that shit, is out of their fucking minds. Well, unless they know something we don't know. There could be something unknown. Maybe they know something. They're betting this on a war or something, or somebody dying or a terrorist attack. But I'm telling you what, outside of that shit, they're out of their fucking minds. And 3,500, the door was closed on already. You need rate cuts, man. It ain't happening unless you get rate cuts. That or something unknown. I promise you, dude. It ain't fucking happening. They're out of their fucking minds. You're getting one more bull run right now. That's what's lined up, at least. You're looking for likely a March low. I could give you an exact date, but let me see if I can give you an exact date on there. In and around, you want to know a low you're looking to buy? I got the dates, so I got that calendar because I'm going to give you guys a bunch of dates too for the year. And you're going to go and you're going to put these dates into your phone, Gmail, and you're going to set an alarm about a week before. And then you're going to set an alarm for the day, for the date, the trading day. And the first one's going to just alert you, hey, start thinking about a bottom. And then you're going to have an actual date where you should be tagging a bottom in and around there. Now, that's not guaranteed. You have to compare that with market conditions, but you need to be aware of it. So the expectation here for your yearly low is the 56th trading day of the year. And I got my new calendar. You guys haven't seen it yet. I got my new calendar, my Hot Guys calendar. And you should get one for yourself. I like it on paper so I can show you guys Hot Guys. So the 56th trading date of the year. Anybody know it off the top of their head? It's March 21st. So in and around March 21st of this year, you're looking for buy the fucking dip. Now, if that's 380, 480, we're not 480, like 380, 350 or something like that, sure. I suck at price. So if you think it's 380, 350, so be it. But right around that 56th day, that's 21st of March, that's your first dip buy for the year. If you're an investor, you're looking to buy that low. Now, there's another low coming on the, should be on the 92nd or 91st trading day of the year. That is where? That's May 10th or 12th, somewhere in there in that weekend. You guys writing this down? And then you're going to have the next big dip buy for the year is going to be on the 188th day of the year. That is in or around September 30th. So there you go, September 30th will be your next buy for the election season. So I just gave you the three buys for you this year, all free. So those are your 3 dip buys for the market this year. Hopefully you guys were listening when I gave them to you. If you weren't, you're going to get them in an expectation for the year. When to be buying. Yeah, just give it a minute. You should see a little quick liquidation break. Sometimes you see a little quick liquidation break, freaking people out. You're thinking sub 4,000 this year. I'll bet you that it doesn't. I'll bet you. Oh, and I would say this though: if there was a downside move, the deepest it should go is 38 to 3,900. That would be the worst case scenario, probability wise. So if you had like a high probability, like 30%, 15 to 30% chance, I would say give it a 15 to 30% chance you could possibly get to 3,800, 3,900. But I don't think that's your. I don't think you trade to that. Or you could trade to that. Let's say we get to 4,000. I think I have it that we're getting a 42 or 4,100 as the low. That's the expectation. The low is like I think it's 41 to 4,200. I got it on a chart here. You guys are gonna get the access to it. That you could get an extension of the downside to 38 or 3,900. It's possible, but at that point, I would be wrapping up my short, right? So like wrapping up that low target of 42 to 4,100, and then day trade the rest of it down to that number. So Chase just said he expects below 4,000 this year. So if you do expect that, right, I'm on board with you to about 42 to 4,100, somewhere in there. I'm on board with you. I'm not on board with you to 38 or 3,900 or any lower. And if we do go down to that price, I would be like weeklies or monthlies. When we're there, I would take that trade. But I'd be wrapping up the trade. I'm going to assure you of something. There's a lot of fucking sellers that'll be wrapping up that trade too, around that 42 and 4,100. So we can go there. Just don't be trading to it. Don't be like, yeah, my spread is, I don't know, 3,800. The width of my spread is 38 and 38.50 or something, right? You do that shit and you get close, but no cigar, no time left. You know your spread's going to start burning as we get down there, but don't hit it. It'll start burning. So be careful on however you structure that trade. Yeah, I'm warning you guys. You guys are Binky. Mark the fucking time in this video, because we'll revisit this shit. I promise you. I'm going to assure you of it. Remember something too, man. When somebody's telling you, right? Remember something here, right? I want you to remember something. Earlier this morning, I was talking to you about you don't know. Here, let me say something to you guys, okay? You guys aren't going to believe this, but I encounter this a lot with Tesla bulls.
For the price of 1 month and save 92%.
I'm going to tell you guys something, okay? This is the truth. There are people out there that you and I listen to, okay, with a million followers, right? Whatever, 400,000, 500,000, million followers, right? If I was taking a position for a downside move into 41 or 4,200, right? If I was taking that position with, let's say, $20 million, right? $20 million, right? It would be easy for me, especially if I had the right people following me. I mean, like on Bloomberg and CNBC. Think about the larger picture here. Think about the commercial traders, okay? Commercial traders. These are hedge fund guys, right? Not guys on FinTwit, like a guy that knows what I'm doing, right? But then I get to now a guy that maybe might be on FinTwit, right? I need to push a narrative that we're going to go to 3,800 so that I can print my 41 or 42. Does that make sense to you? So I'm only looking to print 41 or 4,200, but I need to publicly tell you we can go to 38 so that they get the expansion of puts down to 3,800 to just tag the 41, right? So I tell you we're going to 5,000. We actually go to 48. My positioning is to exit at 48. And I can actually move markets with that sentiment, right? That you think that. So the Kool-Aid, right? This is Kool-Aid for the Bulls and the Bears. So just think about that when you're looking for that under 4,000 because you're trusting some guy on CNBC and then some guy that's regurgitating it on FinTwit. Their motivation might be for the range expansion to that 3,800, but not the target. What those people end up doing too is what? They tell you 3,800 or 3,500. We end up, let's say we end up hitting fucking, I don't know, 4,100 or 4,000, let's say, but not the 38 or 39, right? And what do? We bounced, right? They closed their position already. You hear it from like guys like Mike Burry, right? He comes or he has to show publicly what his trade was. He closed like what, weeks before it comes public, right? And usually when they're right, you're like, oh, they were calling for this, but they closed anyways at this higher low or whatever. Bulls do the same thing, but just be careful of when you're hearing these people regurgitate. It goes down the line to the guy that you listen to. They're probably getting it from somebody that's positioned only 4,100. They're not positioned to the 38. And I know we got the 38 on the SPX, on the JPM collar and stuff like that, but just be careful of what we actually do. You can trade it. Just don't bet your whole fucking bank on it. Like, just take the money and run at the 41 or 42. Day trade the rest of it down if we go down there. Same thing. I do that shit on the upside. You guys see me do this, right? Take a nice spread, ride it up, take my money and run. And then if we keep climbing, I just keep trading it up till the roll. Just be aware of that, okay? Yeah, war's not so bad, though. I want you guys to understand something. Remember when I say this, okay? Got to be fucking crystal clear in this. Unknown news is not the fucking news that the banks already know. Got to be clear on that, okay? It's like unknown news is different. I got to get some books. I got to get a list of books for you guys. There's books of like Goldman Sachs guys. They go to like Yale and shit and talk about this. There's like long lectures you can watch on this stuff. These guys are like the fucking CIA. Talking about unknown news to them. They're like the CIA. I'm telling you, banks are like the fucking CIA, the NSA. Like, these guys have people in every fucking country. So if there's going to be a war, they already know. It's literally going to be priced in. It's the unknown shit that is not priced in. Anyways, you know what we'll do? I already posted the chart on FinTwit of what my expectations are for the year. We're going to go back at the end of the year and look at that versus what the actual market did, and we'll see how far off I am. I'm going to guarantee that I'm not guarantee. I'm going to give it like a 70% chance that I'm pretty fucking close to what the expectations are for this year, unless those two things happen. Unless you start seeing fucking Jerome cutting. That fucking guy cuts, though. That shit's off the table. Sell everything. Sell it all. All right, I'll be back. I got to go.
Trade the Trigger with Captain Jim James will be back soon. Join us again. Please like and subscribe and make a comment on any video you enjoyed. It helps support the community.